I'm Kevin Coleman with the Senate Post, and Brian Wickline, you were speaking with the commissioners this morning about the VA Stadium. What were you asking of them?
We're just trying to finalize the project. So we were short after we had received quotes back in August and September. Now it's March. Once we got the bids back to the county, we were shy about $19,000. So I came here today to the county commissioners to ask to see if they could help kind of stopgap that, and so that we can get started. We start high school games this weekend, and so we have a temporary snow fence up. So time is kind of at an essence here, but we appreciate everybody that has supported this. It's been the turf was 19 years old. The outfield wall was 33 years old. So we just needed to try to get this done for the next, so it's good for the next 15, 20 years.
Okay. To clarify, are you with the Chillicothe Paints or?
I am.
Okay.
I am the president of the Paints. I've been since 1994.
But the Paints aren't the only athletics that you have there at.
Oh, no. Yeah, we play 250 games a year out there. The Paints are 30 nights, and obviously the biggest draw. But all the local high schools and all the local colleges, we have college tournaments, we have high school tournaments, we have adult softball. The community utilizes that facility, 10 months out of the year.
You said even if you didn't have the Paints playing there, you would still use that facility.
Oh, absolutely. We have, we would bring tournaments into town. We still, like I said, high schools. I can only play 2 high school games a night out there because that's all the time we have. So I have to turn down business and teams to play because we just don't have, the time and days to get it in. So, having another facility would be tremendous. I just, if that happens.
Which that is part of the discussion of the Cohen facility on the other side of the river?
It is a possibility. I can't say that's going to happen or not happen. We're not to that point yet. Dr. Cohen, I understand, is getting in the ground and doing some of the things that he wanted to get done, but there's opportunities there, but as of right now, we're not there yet.
Okay. You said there was a tournament that was going to go to Kokomo, Indiana, if you didn't get...
The River States Conference, which has in their conference locals, colleges, Rio Grande and Shawnee State. Our turf was dangerous, and they, as athletic directors in that conference, had talked about moving it to Kokomo starting this year, unless we were able to make some improvements because of the facility, and that's part of this.
How is it dangerous?
Oh, the turf was 19 years old. So it was there were places where the seams were coming out. There were places where it had been replaced where there's humps, so a ground ball could hit somebody in the teeth. It was pretty bad, and it was only supposed to last 10 years. We got 19 out of it.
Now, I thought there was a grant to replace, or at least make it artificial turf, in less than 19 years, or maybe that was...
No. The turf was put in 2006.
And that's when the drainage was also put in?
Yes.
So that can be sucked dry in minutes?
Correct. No, it's literally minutes, and then we get to play again.
Okay. So just the natural aging of that kind of facility?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, the turf was only supposed to last 10 years, and we got 19 out of it.
Okay. So the commissioners have decided to give you this little extra to get this done,
which we're very appreciative of. Ross County has the lease to the facility, and then we sublease it. So, we're very fortunate and very lucky. In a town of 23,000 and in a county of 75, there's not too many baseball teams. There's not too many facilities like this.
Yeah.
If somebody was to start a new baseball team or start a new prospect league team, they wouldn't take it to Chillicothe. There's not enough people here. But we are so fortunate to have been supported over the last 33 years that we're, blessed to be here, want to keep it here. As you said, one of the commissioners asked, how much we charge rent. We don't charge rent. All the high schools and colleges play for free. We just charge admission at the gate and charge concessions. But we have never charged, and that won't change.
What if the stadium had been built in the Octangie Park? That was 20, 25 years ago?
We'd be looking like the Dayton Dragons right now.
What do they look like then?
Every sellout every day. Businesses around the stadium cropping up, doing very successful. 2001 was a long time ago. Listen, we've been trying to get a new stadium, build a new stadium since 2000. So, if it comes to fruition, great. I mean, that's what we need. But if it doesn't, we'll just keep doing what we've been doing.
How old is VA Memorial?
How
old?
Well, the stadium was built in 1954, and then over the years it was just a skin infield. It was no outfield wall, and then Dr. Chris Hanners started the team in the professional Frontier League and put the wall up and the lights and redid the field. And we have put the paints themselves have put over $2 million in this, and over the last 33 years, we make improvements every year. So it's not like we don't.
Also improvement to property owned by someone else.
Correct, 100%. If we walk away, it belongs to the VA. It doesn't belong to us. So it would belong to the federal government. So, but no, it's not like we don't ever put money in the place. I mean, we have put over $2 million in this facility over the last 33 years.
And you responded to concerns that with the fluctuations of the federal government, talk about shutting down Chillicothe VA, the stadium and the golf course are carved.
That's what we were told 2 or 3 years ago when they looked at this prior, but it's not going to affect the stadium. Let's hope not that they don't. That's a needed facility in our area. Hopefully that'll never happen. But I know it was brought up today, but I don't know that's ever gonna happen.
But there is room for perhaps 2 stadiums of that size in the county.
Oh yeah, and the business that would come with it, 100%.
Okay. How can people learn more about the paints and the stadium?
Our website, ChillicothePaints.com. I mean, we have social medias all throughout, X and our website and Instagram. And the paints start May 29th at home. And so we're excited about that. But we go every day now with high school games and college games. And it's every day now out there. And we play over 250 games a year. I don't think people realize that. I mean, that's why we need artificial turf, is because grass couldn't handle that kind of traffic.
And I'm certain you have very dedicated fans.
We do, and again, that's why we're still here. I mean, we draw over 2,000 people a night average, and that's just unheard of in a town our size. So we're very fortunate to still be here. And
you say the high school games happen all around the paints games.
Yeah, no, and then the high school will be done. So I mean, high school will go through middle of May, and then the paints don't start until the end of May. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But there are high schools that use the stadium for their regular games,
yes,
not special
correct.
tournaments.
No regular games. No regular, just a game, here and there to play. I mean, we had Waverly and Wellston and Piketon and Portsmouth West, and Chillicothe played the other night, and tonight's Unioda and Dayton Carlisle. So there's a high school team coming over to scrimmage Unioda at the stadium. So they're from all over.
So they even come from 3 counties away to play here.
Absolutely. They'll come from Kentucky. They come from Columbus. We draw from everywhere.
So it's a pretty decent economic.
Absolutely, 100%. Heads in beds, and from that standpoint, the visitors that we bring in is quite significant.
All right. Any other thoughts?
Nope. I appreciate the time.
All right. Brian Wickline of the Chillicothe Paints. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.